Daoud Kuttab, a journalist and writer who covers the Middle East extensively. Daoud, welcome to the program. We didn't play the clip, but when Benjamin Netanyahu was addressing those who had gathered there at the White House, he spoke about the terror of Tehran. I mean, it's not even unspoken anymore. Is this more about Iran than it is even about the Palestinians?
Absolutely. I mean, if you notice how they pushed a lot the Iran issue, and they basically, even the Arab foreign ministers didn't mention Jerusalem. They didn't really spoke about the Arab peace plan that was offered to the Israelis by Arab and Muslim countries. I mean, I think he is right, the Prime Minister, the President of Iran, that this is a free gift given to the tyrant, to a pariah state. Instead of punishing them and isolating them, they're giving them gifts. And it's like giving an addict money to buy more drugs. They're enabling this right-wing government of Netanyahu to continue in their violation of international law and their acts against the Palestinians by occupying their lands.
Okay, so when it comes to the Palestinians, we've got the Trump Middle East plan, which is putting pressure on the Palestinians to either accept it or come up with an alternative solution. We now have these normalization deals with Bahrain and the UAE, putting added pressure on the Palestinians to be swifter, possibly, in coming to the negotiating table. What risk of losing the Palestinians completely and having a completely 100% negative response to any sort of negotiations about the future state that they want? And what is the consequence of getting that negativity from the Palestinians?
Well, I think the Palestinians have shown, and the Arabs show in the last meeting of the foreign ministers of the Arab League, that their offer for peace is still there, and the occupation, and there will be a normal relationship. But you cannot have occupation and normalization. Israel has not agreed to or even responded to the Arab and Muslim peace plan. And I think, yes, it's very difficult on Palestinians economically, but Palestinians are, holding on to their position. They are resisting the pressures and the carrots and the sticks that are being offered. And until you can really offer Palestinians either sharing the land or sharing the rights, they're not going anywhere. Palestinians are not going anywhere, no matter how many countries normalize relations with Israel. So I don't think Palestinians have to respond to everything. I think their offer for peace is still on the table, but the Israelis, enabled by the Americans, are trying to steal and take away Palestinian lands and giving Palestinians basically breadcrumbs.
But if more Arab states engage in normalization deals with Israel, is that just another step towards the death of the two-state solution? Are we looking possibly at the future of an Israeli state in which Palestinians live as a minority and effectively are living in an apartheid-like state?
As I said, there is a choice, either sharing the land or sharing the power. If the Israelis don't want to share the land in the two-state solution, they have no choice but sharing the power, because otherwise there will be a pariah state and they will be committing an international war crime of apartheid. I think what the Arab states have done is actually they've given Mahmoud Abbas a big gift. He was basically losing interest and public support. Now he's being supported, and it's uniting the Palestinians all in one under one leadership. So I think in the long term, the Palestinians are better off not depending on some countries that are giving lip service to the Palestinians. Palestinians need to depend on Palestinians, and they're not going anywhere.
Daoud, always appreciate your analysis. Thank you so much. Daoud Kuttab in Amman.